3, 2, 1. So welcome along, guys. Hope you're keeping well. What about a really quick floral? Yeah, we can squeeze one in. So Big Brian, our big round-ended brush, he's going to do the work. There's no drawing at all here, guys. No drawing whatsoever. All I'm going to do is put a little bit of water down and a bit of a curve, yeah, like that. Just a little curve. Then I'm going to go for Rose Opera to a coffee strength, yeah. And at the top of the water, where the water hits the dry paper, I'm putting the colour down and I'm just pushing it around a bit. So it's got a slight curve, but it's all broken at the top edge, look. Broken as a sausage roll. Well, the ones I buy anyway. So, Rose Opera, coffee strength, just at the top of the water. Next colour, Alizerin Crimson, yeah? Just a little swerve underneath. So I pull the brush down, push it over, then I just dab little bits at the end. Yeah. Simple as can be. Okay. Got that on. Now, I'm just going to add a little bit of water to the end of some of these. All it is just clean water, just on the brush. Just dab some toward the end of where the paint is. Push some around, then just dip it in to the paint. This miraculously allows it to grow further and give you a softer finish. Very, very simple. Yeah. Right, okay guys, so I've done that bit. Now we're going to call on the fabulous skills of little Mini Dave, our small dagger brush. There he is. Great guy. Get a bit of water on. I'm going to pick up some Sap Green, yeah? That's green that looks sappy. Right, the middle of this is on an angle, yeah, imagine it tilting towards the left. Just at the base of the flower, I'm just going to put a little blob of Sap Green, yeah? That's really the joiny bit, technical name, joiny bit. I'm just going to allow this to bleed in, just gently, in to the flowery bit, the reddy bit, and then I'm just going to flick a line down. So I say flick, I position it, get my hand right, and just bring that down a little, and again and again. It's just a simple line. Let's make it a bit longer here. Notice I leave a little gap. I don't want it nice and smooth, just that broken edge is quite nice. Right, now I'm going to do the same as I did with Big Brian, a bit of water on him. And then I'm just going to push this in gently to the Sap Green and allow it to flood back out. I say flood, it's hardly a flood, it's more like a little dob in it, but back and forwards and just bring that out. And this is where the holding part of the greenery meets the flower. While I'm on there, I'm going to get a darker green, which is Perylene Green. Just run it around one side, join it on, and add a little bit to the stem. Okie dokes, going well. Got that on. Now I'm just going to go back into the top bit with some Alizerin Crimson to a cream strength and just dab a little bit along the top, very small amount, just gives it a bit of variation, and a bit this side and a bit just down the bottom where it meets the greenery. But either side, what I'm doing is curving it round. Yep. Even extending it a bit. Now the final thing, now we don't have to do this if you don't want to, but it's worth a go. Yeah, not everything's worth a go. I've got a little bit of water on Mini Dave. What I'm going to do, this is semi-dry now, just around here, about 3/4 of the way up, I'm just going to place the brush down and drag it up and down a little bit, and then lift it. So what it does is lift the paint off. Yeah. Now you might think, why has he done that? He's put all the paint on, all that hard work. No, what I'm going to do now is the top edge is going to be dry because I've lifted all the moisture off in the paint, and just along this top edge I'm going to wiggle a line up and down. And the lighter area, the drier area that's left, looks like a little petal coming towards me. Yeah? Does that sound a good idea? Oh, I think so. I can waft a little bit of water there to drift this off if it's a solid line. But this, where we bite in, we just take a tooth bite into this shape and it lifts it off and it brings it forward, and that gives it some dimension. Yeah? That is all we need. If we want to soften the edges a little bit more, a little bit of water on the brush, we'll just run it along the edge and let some of this delicious watercolour, loose watercolour, drift into the water. So it push it in. If it's dry, you agitate it a bit and it just floats about. Yeah, a bit there, a bit here, just gradually building up the shape very gently. We don't drag the paint out, we let it run into the water. The stem, we can do the same. We go over it once, nothing happens. But if we go back, it picks up the green again. That allows some of that greenery just to float about and give you that very atmospheric, impressionistic style. That's soft paint, strong paint, all together, all in a very, very quick, easy way to do your florals. So I'll just do a little bit of splatter. I like this, just along the edge. Yeah. We don't paint that on. Sometimes when you look at it and you've not painted before, you think, oh, he's painted every little dot on there, bit of green, look. No, bit of splatter. Get a Miss Rigger, a little bit of splatter. So there you have it, guys. Really quick, easy tutorial, not even a word, easy tutorial to have a go at. Give it a go. You'll be surprised, you'll be amazed how fabulous it turns out. So thanks for joining me, and I'll see you again very, very soon.